Dear colleagues, this is an intumescent cataract with mid-dilated pupil. I have taken up this case for surgery. Let us see the steps. The main incision has been made. This is one side port incision on the right side of the main incision. Now I am injecting an air bubble, and underneath this air bubble I am going to inject trypan blue dye, 0.06% trypan blue dye to stain the anterior capsule of this cataractous lens. We know in intumescent cataracts the intralenticular pressure is high. So in such cases what I do is I do a small rhexis, aspirate some lens matter to decrease the intralenticular pressure, inject visco, and then enlarge these mini rhexis into an optimum sized one. This is SPMC. It is being sprayed on the epithelial surface of the cornea. And now I'm going to puncture the anterior capsule right at the center, and the movement will be just as you write the letter C. This is a side port on the left side of the main incision to introduce the chopper. Now here is the cystitome, a 26 case bent needle going in, and see how I puncture and how I make a curved incision. Here it is. So you just pull and it becomes a curved incision. If it is a curved incision, the tendency of Argentine flag sign at the first puncture is reduced. Now I make this small rhexis, SPMC only, no other viscoelastic substance is being used, no sodium hyaluronate, just SPMC. And now I am aspirating some lens matter to decrease the intralenticular pressure. Very simple. There is high intralenticular pressure, and if you remove something from the capsular bag, the pressure is going to reduce. It's a very simple principle. So I am going to reduce the intralenticular pressure by aspirating some lens matter. I'm going through the side port. If you don't like Simcoe cannula, you can use bimanual IA, bimanual irrigation aspiration devices. If you use bimanual, you can reduce the side port incision by 0.2 or 0.3 millimeter. And now SPMC again. Now I give a cut at the margin of this small rhexis. Here it is. The cut is given at around 7 o'clock. Now I take a iterator forceps, hold this capsular tag and enlarge this rhexis. In this case the pupil is not very well dilated, it is mid dilated, and I am going along the border, along the margin of this pupil to get an optimum sized rhexis. See, the rhexis is almost circular. This margin of the pupil has guided me to make this round rhexis. Now I am going to enter into the antechamber with the tip of the phaco handpiece, and I always do nowadays direct chop. This is the first chop. Rotate the nucleus, hold the nucleus at another place, and again chop. Now this free nuclear fragment is partly emulsified and removed. This is another one. This nuclear fragment is also partly removed. And now this is the hard core, hard central core of the nucleus. The nucleus has been divided into fragments. Phaco power in this case was 65%, flow rate was 45 ml per minute, and vacuum was 450 millimeter of mercury. This is Oertli Catarax 3 phaco machine. The beauty of this machine is even in hard cataracts I don't get wound burn. That's it. The nucleus has been managed. There is hardly any epinucleus in this case. Now I come out, inject some viscoelastic substance and remove the cortical matter with a Simcoe cannula. I go underneath the iris and with sweeping motion I hold the lens matter and remove it. To remove the cortical matter which is superiorly, I go through the side port, sweep like this, hold it and remove it. So the cortical matter is nicely cleaned. Now in this case I'm going to implant a hydrophilic acrylic intraocular lens. Don't forget to enlarge the incision a little bit if the pupil is not fully dilated. You should go in and you make sure that the leading haptic goes into the capsular bag. If the incision is little larger, the insertion of the lens is very smooth and there is no stretching of the wound. Now see how I am implanting the trailing haptic with the help of a Sinskey hook. Yes, so the lens has gone into the capsular bag and I am happy. Now I hydrate the side ports and I go to higher magnification, and this is the final wash. And see, viscoelastic substance came out as I injected a jet of fluid, jet of BSS towards the corneal endothelium gently. That's it. This is the final stage. Form the antechamber and conclude the case. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. Thanks for your attention.